Here is Lamont Wade Jr. to face Duran. And Duran's first pitch outside, ball one. But here's where you wish you had that radar gun dialed in here and you could kind of an idea of what this guy features in miles per hour. Long pause there, but gets a sign from Avila. And delivers a ground ball, pulled foul.
Tommy Watkins with the play on that ground ball. The coach's box at first, something he does whenever he has a chance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and we noticed that the coaches, like the umpires, wearing the face mask. We asked some players if they would. That ball's well hit into left center field. Long run, Cave. Still tracking. Warning track. Fights the sun and runs it down. Nice play. Jake Cave. He was playing in right center field and ran all the way to the warning track in front of the bullpen fence out there. His weight gave that ball a ride.
That was a great play. I'm with you. Yeah, Cave was playing more to pull. Wade Jr., left-handed hitter, ran a long way, angling back to his right. Over-the-shoulder catch, battling the sun. Yeah, the wall coming up, maybe a step or two from colliding with the wall. But no fear, great route. Nice play, Jake Cave, one out.
Yeah, that's what the warning track's for. He got there, and those are the plays the outfielders, especially a center fielder, like. And here's Jeffers right now. This is just his second at bat.
And Cave, he was playing more corner. After Byron was lost for the year with a shoulder injury, we saw Kepler in center and Cave more in the corner.
You know, and they also experimented. Remember, they had Cave in left, and they brought Rosario over in right field a little bit. They felt that Rosario's arm played better in right field because there was more balls or more opportunities. A strike on the inside corner that maybe the metrics people said, hey, you need a stronger arm in right field than left field because there's more plays are needed from a strong arm out in right field. So experimented with that with Eddie out there, but that didn't last long. And then Kepler, of course, was out there in center field a little bit. And there's strike two, big right over the top sink. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guys like this that throw hard, have good late movement on it, come inside on you, you're afraid to swing the bat. And right back 1 and 2, check swing. Did he go? Did not. You know, I wonder if it's going to change. The home plate umpire, you know, they usually have the bags that they carry on their sides that they keep the baseballs in. And here, he's got the ball bags on his side. And a pitch in tight. Look out, arches the back. Jeffers, and now 3-2. But anytime there's a ball thrown into play, it comes from the Twins' dugout to the catcher. And I'm just wondering, will the umpire be handling those baseballs during the regular season? Here's a payoff pitch. Swung on a missed. So Jeffers strikes out. And the batter's going to be Trevor Lerning. With some of the rules they're talking about, if it's touched by multiple people, the baseball, then they said that they're going to watch that and throw that ball out of play. And they're discouraging catchers to throw the ball after a strikeout around. And as you saw, Alex Avila did not throw the ball around to the third baseman, shortstop, second baseman. They don't want all the people touching the ball. Line to the left field, and that's forward. There's Duran will check the runner. And a pitch hit down the left field line, and that's going to be foul.
Max Kepler's swinging away here. I think if the Twins are in this spot, extra inning game, this guy is not bunting.
Right.
Yeah, that's not something that is out of his comfort zone. Why take a player, a great hitter, out of his comfort zone and swing away here?
But they ran the defense that they wanted, and defensively they executed it perfectly. Poor bunt by Blankenhorn, and a good read by the Twins defense. So pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
In his major league career, Max Kepler has 2 sack bunts.
We're in spring training, 2. He's not bunting.
He's not bunting.
There's
I don't think
one
he's
out.
I don't think he's bunting in the regular season.
No, they're down by 2 runs. So 2 on, 1 out. And a pitch up and away. They got the shift on. Donaldson, the only one on the left side of the diamond. Kind of tough turn to double play right here, but there's talk with the second baseman, Gonzalez, Polanco near the bag. So if Gonzalez goes to his right a little bit, Polanco has to read that and cover second base. If he goes to his left to try to field it, there'll be nobody at second base turn the double play. Pitch outside, ran off the plate. So 3 balls and a strike to Kepler, keeping the ball away from him. You know, I read something about on the downtime that Rocco and his staff were playing simulated games on a computer in a situational with some of the analytics guys. And they would bring up certain scenarios. And lifted foul on a 3-1 count and fouls it off. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it was, I guess it was a computer baseball game with certain situations. And Rocco was talking about just did it just to kind of keep him fresh and a little bit better at managing a situation. But they've got 1 out and a 3-ball, 2-strike count.
I'm thinking more about this plan right now and how teams may approach this defensively, even offensively, in extra innings.
Ground ball right side. Gonzalez fields it. He'll backhand flip to Polanco, back to first, and safe at first base. Good job by Kepler and hustling down that line.
Now, Danny, thinking about the new rule about how relief pitchers have to face 3 hitters. So if you're in this situation, depending on how the lineup looks, if you got a right-handed pitcher going and you have a right-handed hitter, but then you have a slew of lefties coming up, you just can't bring in that left-handed specialist. You know, say there's 1 out, you just don't have that luxury anymore. So you're going to need to really look at splits, but also effectiveness and your ground ball pitchers. I think the ones that throw that sinker are going to come in to play in a huge way in those extra inning games early.
Yeah, and you don't know. I don't think there's a scouting report out there as to how are they going to play it in this situation. You're going to have to look at their personnel that they have on that club and look at the lineup card and say, okay, here's what Renteria, the manager of the White Sox, here's his option. And if he goes this way, I can then counter with this. Or what you do is you make the play first, and then you force the other manager to have to make a play one way or the other. And you know, good managers, they can manipulate how that other manager plays his players. A little pop-up foul that's going to reach his seats over the dugout.
And for Duran here too, and we mentioned when we first saw him pitch last inning, he doesn't walk many guys. So you're facing all these scenarios with base runners. Well, the key is to throw strikes, right? Because then it becomes a whole separate game. And so Duran, what he's been able to do, 2 on, nobody out, this situation, Blankenhorn initially showing bunt, he's been throwing strikes.
And he's ahead of Rosario here, no balls and 2 strikes with Sano on deck. Check swing didn't go around. Avila smothered that.
This looked like Donaldson had his arms out to his side, thinking that Rosario went around there.
Mm-hmm. But he's not umpiring today. He's playing third base. The umpire, with his 3-man crew, he's behind the pitcher's mound right now. Yeah, Rosario can turn on one. And here it is. And off the end of the bat. Boy, fooled there. A good breeze here at Target Field and a gorgeous afternoon. Talking to some of the players, they feel that the field is in fantastic shape because they haven't had any action on it. Grass is great, infield's perfect. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and fouled back. Boy, their home run cut right there. He had his pitch. Rosario bats first and third, down by 2. And here it is. And got the plate below. Thing that Rocco has done, and that is when camp started, now the limited time that they had, he definitely gave his starters, the guys that he knows going to be on this ball club, he got them most of the playing time, most of the at-bats, most of the innings pitched. And here it is. Ground ball up the middle. Going to be fielded by the shortstop Polanco.